Cross-country ice cream run is a really wonderful way for your child to reinforce his or her understanding of the hierarchies, that is units, tens, hundreds and thousands. To play this game, you need the main game board. You need the number tiles that are given as part of the kit. I've only placed a handful here, there are plenty more in the kit. And you need the 4 playing tokens. The dice is not required for this game. Now, in order to understand how this game works, we need a little explanation of what these number tiles represent, and for that please refer to the next section of the video. The number tiles indicate which token in which hierarchy should move forward by how many spaces. Each number tile consists of a 4-digit number, and 1, 2, 3 or all 4 digits may be highlighted by way of underlining. In this case, you'll find that only 1 digit is highlighted, the thousands place here and the hundreds place here. Here you have 2 digits highlighted, the thousands and the units, and hundreds and the tens. Here you have 3 digits highlighted, thousands, hundreds and units, and in this case hundreds, tens and units, and here you have all the 4 digits highlighted. So what it means is the hierarchy which is underlined can be moved forward by that many spaces. So in this case, the token in the thousands hierarchy can move forward by 7 spaces. In this case, the token in the tens hierarchy can move forward by 4 spaces. In this case, both the tokens in the thousands hierarchy as well as the units hierarchy can move forward by 4 and 9 spaces respectively. In this case, the tokens which are in the hundreds hierarchy as well as the tens hierarchy can move forward by 1 and 5 spaces respectively. In this case, thousands, hundreds and units place tokens can move forward by 1, 2 and 1 spaces respectively. In this case, the tokens in the hundreds, tens and units places can move forward by 8 spaces, 5 spaces and 8 spaces respectively. And in this case, all the 4 tokens can move forward by these many places. 8 thousands places by 8, hundreds by 3, tens by 9 and units by 2 spaces. So this is how the number tiles work, and they are crucial to the progression of the game. Now let's take a closer look at the board. The board consists of 4 parallel tracks, each representing a particular hierarchy. This is the track for the units hierarchy. This is the track for the tens hierarchy. This is the track for the hundreds hierarchy. And finally, this is the track for the thousands hierarchy. Now throughout the entire duration of the game, a token cannot switch tracks. It has to stay within its own track all the way till the end. The other thing to notice are these obstacles that are strewn across the entire track and the instructions that come with these obstacles. Now if a token were to land on any of these places with obstacles, it has to follow the instructions for that particular obstacle and act accordingly. The game begins here and ends at the end point where the ice cream sundae is. Now let's see how this game is played. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, and at the beginning of the game each player chooses a particular hierarchy to represent and then chooses his or her token color of choice. The most important rule of this game is that every hierarchy has to be represented by one of the players, which means that if 2 players are playing, they both represent 2 hierarchies each. If 3 players are playing, 1 player represents 2 hierarchies and the other 2 players represent 1 hierarchy each. And if 4 players are playing, each player represents 1 hierarchy. The other important rule of the game is that this game does not move by turns. Every time a number tile is picked, the hierarchies that are highlighted by that particular number tile move forward by that many spaces. So let's see how it works. So the first number tile has the number 8163 with the thousands place, tens place and the units place places underlined. So the thousands place moves forward by 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So that's 8 spaces for the thousands token. The hundreds token doesn't get to move because it's not underlined. Tens token moves forward by 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the units token moves forward by 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Now the next tile is picked, and this one says 6,129 with the thousands place and the tens place underlined. So the thousands place token moves forward by 6 spaces, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It comes to an obstacle and hence has to follow the instructions written here. So moves back by 2 places. 1, 2. The hundreds place doesn't get to move again. The tens place now has to move forward by 2 spaces. So that's 1, 2. Now the next tile is picked. Any of the players can pick a tile at random. So this one has all the 4 digits underlined. 5,837. So the thousands place moves forward by 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hundreds place now finally gets to move forward by 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. The tens token moves forward by 3 spaces, so that's 1, 2, 3. And finally the units token moves forward by 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now another tile is picked, and this one shows the number 1652 with the thousands place underlined. So the thousands token gets to move forward by 1 space, like this. So this is how the game is played. The game moves on till one of the hierarchy has crossed into the finish line to get to the ice cream sundae over here. It's really fun and exciting, and I'm sure your kids will absolutely love this game. Thank you so much for watching.